What's up, everybody? It's your host, Dan, and I'm back with another podcast, man. Last week, we talked about the Final Four beginning, and I ain't gonna lie, it was a great Final Four. We had all the first seeds for the first time since since 2008. And last time, that was in San Antonio, so this time it was in San Antonio as well, man. We had three great games, man. The national championship game was great. The two semifinal games was great. And I would say kind of surprised by the outcome, man. I had Duke beating Houston, and I had Duke win the natty out of those four teams, but they fell. And they lost to Houston, man. They gave up a big lead in the fourth. I mean, not in the fourth, my bad. I said the fourth. I'm at the second half. They blew a lead in the second half. I believe it was up 14 to 16 points, and they just couldn't score. They just couldn't score at the end, man. Keldon Sampson, the coach of Houston, elected not to foul during the last few minutes, and he started pressing them, and the pressure came along, and the Duke freshmen, man, they couldn't control that pressure, man. Flipping it, missing free throws, having to use timeouts, and man, Sampson got him where he wanted him, man. Walked him down. Tyrese Proctor believed he missed the 1-on-1, and they called a loose ball foul on Cooper Flag, which was questionable. I honestly don't think that was a loose ball foul. I wouldn't have called it. Honestly, I would have let the play on, and they fouled Juwan Roberts, I believe, and he was like a 60% free throw shooter. He came down on a 1-on-1 and knocked both of them down. They end up being down by one. No more timeouts with 3 seconds left. They had to throw a deep Hail Mary pass, and Duke couldn't convert it, and they end up losing at the last second, man. Cooper Flag, man. I think they were down. I think they were down 2-1 when they gave him the last look before they had to get the Hail Mary play. They gave him the last look, and he missed it, man. All 4 L's this year from Duke came down to Cooper Flag hands, and it's crazy, bro. As the number 1 player, I don't want to question his clutchness because he's the number 1 player in the country, number 1 pick, winning award, winner, and all that. But man, those 4 L's has been on him, man. Him not converting in the clutch, bro. If he would have converted all in the clutch, they could have been the undefeated team, bro. First game versus Kentucky, he sold. He went off for a spin move, and Kentucky defender was there to steal the ball. Kansas, I believe he slipped versus Kansas, because in Kentucky he had 2 opportunities. He stepped out of bounds one time after they gave him another opportunity. He stepped out of bounds. Kansas, I believe he slipped. Then they had another opportunity. Then Con Knuppel turned the ball over or missed the shot. Third time versus Clemson, he slipped, and they ended up losing. Then 4th time versus Houston, he missed the shot. So Cooper Flag, man, he's going to be the number 1 pick when he declares the draft, but people been questioning his clutch skills because, man, every time Duke was in a close game, they couldn't convert. They probably, but Auburn versus Florida, man, that was a great game, man. Auburn was dominating first half. I think they were up 9 at halftime, I believe. Auburn. Yeah, they were up 8 at halftime, man. Jaheim Broom was cooking in the first half, and he was injured too, so I feel like his injury got back with him, man, and he couldn't do as much in the second half. Tahad Pettiford was getting clamped up by Elijah Marin, I would say. Charles Baker Mazara had 18. He had a decent game. Miles Kelly didn't shoot the ball well that game. And I've been telling y'all people, like, to win a natty is about the guard play, man. And Florida showed it, man. Walter Clayton Jr. had 34 points, man. He had 34 big buckets, man. Elijah Martin had 17, and he checked on the other side, man. Like, you play through your guards, man. The guards got to check, bro. They wasn't checking. The Auburn guards wasn't checking the second half. They lost the second half 41-27. So they lost the second half by 14 points. Auburn came, Florida walked them down, getting key buckets. They couldn't stop Walter Clayton. Walter Clayton, man, his draft stock went up. He went from an undrafted player, I swear, to a first-round pick. He has to go first round. It doesn't matter his age or that he's a senior. He has to go first round. But him having 34 points was huge, man. Huge. When we talk about Houston and Duke, man, we just talked about Duke, but we got to talk about OJ Cryer, man. He had 26 points, man. Big buckets, big shots, man. He's been there before, man, and he embraced the moment, bro. Wish we'd have got more for Kamal McCullough, man. He's a 7-footer with 0 rebounds. They needed him, man. They got dogged on the glass in the second half. They got absolutely dogged. And it was crazy, bro, because Cooper Flag was going crazy in the second half. Like, he was making himself, like, he was separating himself a lot. And then it just flipped, man. I don't know what happened. It just flipped. But Coop ended with 27-7. National championship game was Auburn versus Florida, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I watched the first half of that game. Walter Clayton couldn't buy a bucket. He had 0 points at halftime. Will Richard was carrying them. They were staying in the game. Will Richard was. And that's what I'm saying. When you have 3 guards, one of the guards is going to take over when another guard have the off night. Will Richard had 18 points. Elijah Martin had 7. And Walter Clayton had 11. It was Will Richard's night, man. He had his night. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I fell asleep at halftime, bro. The game started at 8:50 on a Monday, bro. I'm tired. I fell asleep. LJ Cryer had 19 points. He was the only player on Houston that had double digits. When I woke up, it was Ernie Johnson giving Florida the trophy. So I had to watch the second half the next morning. And Florida just went on a little run, man. Florida went on their run. Walter Clayton started getting to the basket. He had 11, 7, and 5. That's great assists and rebound stats, 7 and 11. Alex Condell, man, a big man. He played well, 12 and 7. But, man, Houston guards didn't show up besides LJ. Milos Usan, he's a second-round pick probably, only had 6. Emmanuel Sharp only had 8. Emmanuel Sharp had a good look to win the game, man. Even the ball should have been in LJ Cryer's hand. He caught the ball, and he waited for the defender to fly by, bro. He should have catch and shoot, man. But he shot he didn't even shoot it. You know, he went ups and downs because Walter Clayton came and contested last second. So, you know, he shot it, pump faked, and, you know, he shot it and let the ball go. So that's up and downs, basically. But Florida won the national championship, man. I had Florida beating Houston as well at that. When the two teams ended up playing, I said, yeah, Florida's going to win this just because of Walter Clayton. But Walter Clayton didn't even do enough in the first half, but second half, he got it together. They won 65-63. Shout out to Florida being the national champions for the 3rd time in school history. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting offseason because a lot of things going to happen in the transfer portal. Florida's going to regroup and get more guys to go for a back-to-back championship. Houston's probably going to gain some guys. Actually, I'm pretty sure Houston's going to gain some guys. Auburn's going to gain some guys, and Duke for sure is going to get their freshmen coming in. And it was a great season, man. Shout out to the Florida Gators, man. And that's all I got to say for college basketball. Until next time, it was great talking college basketball. But we could transition into Champions League. I'm going to talk Champions League, and I'm going to probably talk a little NBA towards the end, too. I want to do a separate NBA episode next week in the playoffs. But Champions League is also next week, too. So I might just do NBA, then we're going to talk about Champions League another week after for the second leg. But we're going to talk about the first leg of Champions League, man. And boy, oh boy, man. As you know, like I've been saying, my family in London, we got a couple Arsenal fans, we got a couple Chelsea fans, we got a couple City fans, United fans. But Arsenal's been my team in the Premier League, man. You know, I picked Arsenal every year to win the Prem, even though they haven't won yet. They folded last year, they folded this year, folded 3 years ago, 2 years ago, but they surprised Real Madrid. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all know, I've been rooting for Real Madrid this tournament because Mbappe is my guy now, man. He joined Real Madrid, and Mbappe's been my guy. But man, Arsenal, man, they stunned Madrid, man. First half 0-0, 3 minutes in, man. Vinicius could have got a quick assist to Mbappe, but he wants to try to trifecta pass. And it was a little too late, and the last defender from Arsenal got it. But if he did a regular pass to Mbappe probably would have put it in the back of the net, and that would have been a quick 1-0, 4 minutes in. Mbappe had a shot, I wouldn't say easy shot, but it was a shot that he could make. He didn't convert it. I believe that was like in the 30th minute, I believe so. Went to halftime 0-0, and just know Saka is back. And they had David Alaba in the left back. And Saka was cooking them, I ain't gonna lie. If Arsenal had a striker, like I said, they should be getting a striker this summer. They should get the striker from Newcastle. I've been preaching they should get Azek from Newcastle. Because if they had a striker this game, man, the opportunities Bukayo Saka was giving these players, bro, he could have had 2 assists if they had a striker. Like, he could have had at least 2 assists, man. He was crossing it. There was just no number 9 to be there. Gabriel Jesus is injured, and he's like the closest 9 they got. Kaya Havertz, he's a 9, but he doesn't really play like a 9 for real. He's not a consistent 9. But he would have got 2 assists in the first half alone, man, by Saka. Second half, man, Declan Rice, man, he had 2 nice free kicks, man. I ain't gonna lie, but like there was no goalie stopping those, man. The first one was deep. First one was nice. The way it curved towards the end, that was a nice ass goal. But the second one, bro, needs to be studied. It was closer, and if Rodrigo would have stayed in spot instead of moving over, he could have touched it. He could have grabbed it. I mean, he could have not grabbed it, but like he could have hit the ball. But he moved out the way, and then the way it hit the top corner, that was a nasty goal. Like, the second goal was a nasty one, bro. And I couldn't even be mad. Like, Courtois said it. He said those goals were good, but it was just the unforced fouls. Like, David Alaba fouled, I believe, Saka for the second one. I don't remember how the first one happened. The first foul happened. But the second one was David Alaba fouling Bukayo Saka. And I was pissed, bro. Like, those 2 goals, like, I'm an Arsenal guy, but I was going for Madrid, so I can't fake it. I can't even fake it, man. I can't even fake it. Those 2 goals, man, then, like, when those 2 goals happened, like, after the first goal, Declan Rice, Carlo Ancelotti should have started doing subs, man. I ain't gonna lie, he should have did subs. Should have took out Rodrigo. He took him out too late and put in Enrique. Put Enrique in at the 9 spot and move Mbappe to the wing, bro, so he could get more creative. And then he should have took out Luka Modric and put in Ara Gulier so he could play the midfield spot and so he can get guys involved, bro. Like, fresh legs, bro. He would have been perfect. Down 1-0, put him in, try to get these guys opportunities to score, bro. Losing Tchouaméni this game was huge, man. It was huge. But second half, man, Real Madrid got bullied, bro. They got bullied. They didn't have no sense of the urge to be there, bro. Like, Vinicius and Mbappe, bro. Like, I don't get it, bro. It's April now, bro. Like, when are they gonna coexist, bro? Like, this is crazy how they still haven't coexisted yet, bro. As the 2 dynamic players, bro. Like, oh man. It's just frustrating, bro. As a Madrid fan, you seen it, bro. Like, how is this happening, bro? Being down 2-0, coach subs in. Coach subs in? We need a goal, right? Coach subs in Lucas Vazquez, 71 minutes, takes out Luka Modric. So Luka Vazquez goes down to goes back as a defender and moves Valverde to the midfield spot, which is cool. Valverde going back to his position midfield, but no, bro, we need goals, bro. Keep Valverde back in the defense and put in Ara Gulier. 71 minute after the goal, put in Argula, bro. Like, come on, bro. And then as soon as that happened, a freaking Vasquez allows a goal, and that third goal was unexcusable, bro. The 18-year-old Lewis Skelly, man, he's a nice youngin, bro. He's gonna be a heck of a player for Arsenal. I hope Arsenal keeps him around. He passed it to Monero, and Monero strikes it. It was a like Cortoza could have saved it. He could have saved it. He could have saved it if he'd have seen it earlier, bro, because it could have been saved. Now they're down 3-0, bro. Then coaches takes out David Alaba. Yeah, that's cool. Take him out and put Franz Garcia. Like, why are you still not putting in scorers and like players to have opportunities to score, bro? Like, defense isn't the point at this point. We already down 3 goals. We need goals. We need goals. Still doesn't do it. Then 85th minute, he probably puts Brahim Diaz in for Rodrigo. Okay, put in Brahim Diaz. You could have put Enrique in still at the 85th minute and take out, at this point, take out Vinicius or Mbappe, bro, just to get some just fresh legs to get opportunities to score, bro. Because they're not doing anything, bro. They're not doing anything, bro. But, man, Arsenal played a heck of a second half, bro. Heck of a second half. I wonder how many shots Vinicius took yesterday. Not even going to show his stats, how many he took. But a lot of people have been bashing them, bro. Arsenal might have to go, bro. He might have to go. But Madrid only had 3 shots on target, bro. And everybody keeps saying, can they complete the Ramatada, which is a comeback, if I say it right. It's a Spanish word for comeback. Ramatada, if I said it right. And they saying that Madrid can make the comeback. I say Madrid can make the comeback. They got to score in the first 20 minutes. 1 goal in the first 20 minutes. And then they got to get another goal by halftime. They got to be up 2-0 by halftime to have an opportunity to do it. And if they up 2-0 at halftime, they back at their home stadium, bro. The fans are gonna be into it, but they just can't give up a goal, bro. They can't give up a goal. Camavinga played well too, but his dumbass picked up another card, which he's now suspended for the next game. And if they pull off the Ramatada, he's probably not gonna be able to play the first semifinals game because he got a red card after. But to put his comeback, they got to score 2 goals. One before the 20 minutes and another one before half. They be up 2-0 at halftime. They can't allow no goals. Their defense has to be there, bro. Rudiger has to step up, man. And Asensio got to step up. And keep Valverde in the backfield. And Mendy's not back yet. He's not going to be back. And I say you start Garcia over Vasquez and Alaba. I say that. Start him at the back. But, man, Mbappe is the guy that could do the comeback, man. You saw what he did in the World Cup. He scored 3 goals just like that when they were down in the World Cup. He scored 3 goals, even though they didn't win that. He scored 3 goals this season versus Man City. So if he could get a hat trick, bro, Mbappe's the guy. But Vinicius got to play, bro. Vinicius got to be involved. Like, Vinicius got to play his game, bro. I feel like it's just like a lot of things, bro. He just let a lot of things get to his head, but he just got to play his game. I feel like Bellingham is going to show up. Bellingham, like, he hates this, bro. Because he's from England. So his international teammate, Declan Rice, scored 2 goals like that, bro. That's sick. And this is like the first time he played Arsenal, I believe, too. Because they don't usually play it. Like, the last time Madrid played Arsenal was 2006. And he sees Saka and Rice having a field day versus Arsenal, versus Real Madrid. He's gonna have some get-backs to come in, bro. So Bellingham's gonna come to play, bro. Rodrigo, man, I remember he played well at a certain part of the season, then he went ghost. Like he went ghost, and people have been catching on that. So maybe you start him, you gotta start him. And then if he's not doing anything by the 60th minute, you got to take him out, put in Brahim Diaz, maybe put in Enrique. But Toshimeni should be back. He's going to be starting. I don't think Luka Modric should be starting. I just don't think he should start. he should be coming in at if it goes extra time, or he comes in around the 60th minute as well, 60 to 70th minute, he should come in. But start Tuishimani, Bellingham, and who else should they start instead of Luka Modric? Man, bro, starting Gruler, bro. A dark Gruler, bro. And have the subs Vasquez. Starting Brahim Diaz. Starting Brahim Diaz over Grulier. If he doesn't do anything, put in Grulier over in for Diaz, bro. Ancelotti gotta mix up the lineups, bro. The 4-4-2 didn't work out. He might as well just go back to maybe put Bellingham at the 1. Put him at the 1. I don't know. It's really hard, bro. It's really hard because they down 4 goals. They got to score 4 goals to win, bro. And they're capable of doing this. You know how Madrid is in the Champions League. They're capable of doing this. But hey, Arsenal's, they're going to try to run it up, too. I ain't going to lie. They're going to try to run it up, bro. They're not going to just be sitting back. They're not going to be just sitting back on defense. They're going to try to run it up. And this is crazy. They're doing it. They best defender, Gabriel, is not even playing. And they didn't even allow a goal. Like, what? Odegaard played. He played decent. Petra played decent, man. Arsenal is a great team, but I just wish they win the Prem. But if Arsenal advances, they will be one of the teams that are favorite to win, honestly. But Real Madrid has to bounce back, man. Can they score 4 goals back home? We'll see next Wednesday, bro. Bayern versus Inter, man. 2-1 win by Inter. Lautaro Martinez scored an amazing goal. Thomas Müller, the old Thomas Müller, scored his goal. Sad that he's not going to be here next season. He's retiring. Not retiring, right? No, he's leaving the club. But, man, I had Bayern win this game, and I feel like they could come back second leg, but they're going to Italy now. They lost at the crib. They're going to Italy versus a defensive Inter team, man. You know, them Italy teams are strictly defense, bro. It's going to be interesting, bro. I have Bayern going to the finals. I want them to win. Want them to go to the finals because of the coach, Vincent Kompany. Because of he's Congolese, so the Congolese coach, if he gets opportunity to win it, and they play the championship in Germany, come on, man, they got a good chance. But no, Jamal Musiala, man, he got hurt. I think he hurt his hammy, so he didn't play. That was key. But man, they still got a chance, bro. It's gonna be an interesting game, bro. It's gonna be an interesting game. They allowed that last second goal in 88 minutes. After they scored, they allowed a goal 3 minutes later, bro. But Martinez, man, he got to be talked about, man. He doesn't get a lot of respect, bro, man. Maybe because he's in Italy, bro. But y'all saw what he did with Argentina, bro. He does what he does in Argentina, but when he comes back to Inter Milan, bro, he doesn't get enough credit, bro. But he's a great player. Thuram is a great player as well. Inter's a good sneaky team, man, but I got Bayern still winning after losing 2-1. Barcelona versus Dortmund 4-0. I can't even say I'm surprised. Dortmund isn't a good team this year. You see the placing they in right now in the German league. They're like 8th in the German league. And they just happily made it to the quarterfinals. But man, Rafinha stole the goal from I forgot who scored that header. He stole the goal, put his tip in. Lewandowski scored his 2 goals. Lamine Yamal scored his goal. The young lad, man, I love that guy, bro. If anybody I love on Barcelona is Lamine Yamal, bro. Y'all can never make me hate Lamine Yamal, bro. When I see young players play, like he's 17, bro. When I see that shit like that, bro, like I can't hate on that, bro. I'm gonna forever respect that, bro. Lamine Yamal, bro, I can't wait until they give him that number 10, bro. Yeah, number 10. That's a legendary number, bro. But Lamine Yamal 4-0. They win that one. And they're gonna go to Germany. They're gonna hold it down. They're not losing this 4-0 lead, bro. Dortmund doesn't have enough. PSG versus Aston Villa, bro. Ooh. Aston Villa scored 35th minute. They only had the lead for 4 minutes, man. Morgan Rogers, man, he scored his goal. Disappointed in Rashford, man. Rashford, you play Rashford and you don't get any shots up. You're a striker. You're a number 9. You don't get no shots up, bro. Like, come on. Like, this is the game you're supposed to be down 1 or you tie it, bro. You can't lose this game by 2 points. I felt like Marco Asensio should have started, bro. They should have started him or Olivier Watkins. He should have started at the 9 spot instead of Rashford. The Rashford gonna pull up this performance like that. But I saw he wasn't fit to play. But man, Desir Dewey, man, the 19-year-old, man, amazing goal. Amazing goal, bro. I ain't gonna lie, all 3 PSG goals were amazing, bro. And like y'all know me, bro. I don't rate PSG, bro. Y'all know that used to be my team. I went there this fall. I went to visit them this fall. They used to be my team. I ain't gonna lie. I just don't support them no more. But this year, man, they've been putting teams on notice, bro. Since they started off Champions League a little slow, and now they got the I wouldn't even say he's a striker. He's a attacker from Napoleon. He scored a good goal as well. He scored a good goal. His goal was nasty. I don't know I'll say Desire Deuce goal was better. His goal was nice. Both of their goals, like, Martinez was not stopping goals, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And Martinez is a troll, bro. He came in with the Argentina hat because when they won the World Cup last time he was in France with the Argentina style in his hair. Gave up 3-1, so you know the internet was trolling him. But PSG played amazing, bro, man. Then the last goal by Mendes, he damn near sealed it, bro. Out of that, it's gonna be hard for them to score 3 goals without allowing PSG to score 1. It's gonna be shocking to see PSG in the semifinals and maybe Real Madrid not making it to the semis. And now Mbappe is gonna get bashed. I know he's gonna get bashed. PSG going to the semis while Real Madrid's out. So Mbappe got to do something, bro. He got to score 3 goals. He got to score 3 goals. He got to get a way for Madrid to win. But PSG, man, they've been playing well. I can't even hate on them no more, bro. I'm not even going to hate on them no more. Their coach has been an amazing coach. He was the coach that won Messi his last Champions League. Luis Enrique. I know it's Luis Enrique. I don't know how to say his last name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But can't even be mad at that, bro. Dembele, he had an assist. And they did this all without their captain. Their captain didn't even play. Marquinhos from Brazil, he didn't even play. Like, come on, bro. PSG is unreal right now. And they didn't even start Bakula. They didn't even start him. They started Desir Dewey. But PSG, they got it right now, man. I'm proud. I'm not proud, but they proved a lot of teams wrong, I ain't gonna lie. So unless Aston Villa can make this comeback, I see PSG in the semis. But PSG, Arsenal could take them down. Arsenal did beat them this year 2-0 in the Champions League. But like I said, PSG's been better since the new year, 2025. Even though they're playing a little Farmers League, they've been better. But I ain't gonna switch my predictions. Aston Villa could upset. I don't see it, but if they win it, I'll be happy for them. But PSG got it, bro. That last goal sealed it, bro. Last goal sealed it. And it says Marquinhos Anastaso, he should have started that playing versus the old team, his partner team, because he's like he's on a loan right now from PSG, and like I seen him talking to the guys after and shit like that. But that's be weird, bro. But that's all for Champions League, bro. And yeah, bro, that'll be all for this episode. Unless NBA, like I want to give predictions for the NBA, but the seedings aren't finished yet, so I just don't want to go into it. But shout out to Luka yesterday. Luka had 45 back home in Dallas. And I don't know if I said anything about the trade, but yeah, I did say something because it was the trade deadline. But crazy, they traded Luka, and Luka did his thing. But like he said, man, it's time to move on, bro. But shout out to the Pistons. Pistons clinched a postseason, man. I can't wait to go to Game 3 or Game 4 with the guys. Man, I can't wait to go to that. We've been talking about it like, damn, we finally in the playoffs since 2019. Like last time I went to, and when we went to 2019, I went to the Pistons game with my family. I seen them get swept by the Bucks, but this year we're not getting swept. We're probably gonna play the Knicks. I see we play the Knicks right now as we speak, but we should play the Knicks, and that'll be interesting, bro. That'll be interesting. And then Nuggets, man. The Nuggets fired their coach, Michael Malone, bro. That was crazy to see, man. That's crazy, man. I don't want to blame it on Russ, but like a lot of talks, it was like Russ has been the scapegoat. But hey, man, if the Nuggets see the Lakers this year, I think the Lakers finally gonna get them. Lakers don't got to play. Michael Malone is not coaching, so Lakers might get them. But sick the Lakers 3 seed. I'm sick the Warriors lost last night to the Spurs, bro. Now the Warriors right now the season will be in the play-in, so it's a must-win for the rest of the games. They play the hot Clippers at the end. I want the Lakers to play the Warriors so bad in the first round because they could give them a chance. I just don't see the Lakers losing to none of these other teams. Like the Grizzlies are cooked. They fired their coach. Timberwolves, I don't see the Timberwolves beating the Lakers. Clippers is going to be interesting. I see that go 6 or 7, but I don't know, man. Luka hates the Clippers, bro. He be feeding the Clippers. And Kawhi got to stay healthy. And James Harden can't choke in the playoffs. But hot take, if the Nuggets see the Lakers in the first round, Lakers will beat the Nuggets, bro. I'm saying it first. Lakers will finally get their revenge on the Nuggets. But right now, let's see the standings real quick. The Rockets, 2nd seed. They clinched 2nd seed. Thunder clinched 1st. Nuggets is 4th right now. Clippers 5th. That would have been a good first round matchup. Nuggets versus Clippers. I would have Clippers beating the Nuggets. I ain't gonna lie. Grizzlies 6th. Warriors 7th. Oh my gosh. They the one yesterday. They'll probably be for freaking 6 or something. They would say 6, I think, because they don't got the tiebreaker with the Clippers for sure. Timberwolves 8. Kings 9, Mavericks 10, and my Suns, I ain't gonna lie, KD's my guy, so I'm gonna say my Suns. Curry's my guy, so I say my Warriors. But Suns ain't make the playoffs, man. Disappointed in them, but we ain't gonna talk about them this episode. We'll talk about them the next episode. But playoffs gonna be interesting, bro. That 3 through 8 spot could be switched like this. I know the Warriors is the only team in the 3 through 8 that can't get the 3 seed. But everything else, man, it's going to be a close matchup, man. East side, we got the Pistons. Probably the Pistons the highest they could be is a 5th. Me, personally, I want to play the Pacers because that's our rivals. But Knicks, a lot of people want the Knicks, but I don't like to play the Knicks because the Knicks are like, they like to get fouls. They like to draw fouls. Like Jalen Brunson's going to get his foul calls. Cat's going to get his foul calls. And the Bucks versus Knicks will be a good first round matchup. I don't want to see Bucks and Pacers. That was last year's shit. I don't want to see that. Magic's in the play-in, probably playing the Celtics. Celtics already clinched 2nd, and Cavs clinched 1st. And, you know, Hawks, Bulls, and Heat, they love to play-in. They end up playing once again. But, yeah, man, next week we're going to have all the schedule. We might have to do the podcast on a Monday next week because the playing games on a Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm going to try to get somebody on here to do a predictions with me. But like, share, subscribe. Turn your post notifications on. Next week is going to be strictly NBA, bro. So tap in. I'm going to find somebody to get on there to do the predictions with me, bro. It's the last week of the NBA playoffs. I mean, the NBA season this week. So like, share, subscribe. Turn your post notifications on. And we are out.